Yo, what's going on, guys? Matthew here with another video. Hope everyone's having a great day. If you don't know what I do, I'm a FedEx Express courier. On the PM side, I work from about 2 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So my shift is pretty short at the moment. I know a lot of you guys are new or going for interviews or interested in becoming a FedEx courier, and I thought to make this video to kind of help you guys out. If you look through my whole catalog, it has a bunch of FedEx stuff, and these are 3 people that you're going to keep happy, or at least be on your side for a successful day at work. If you can keep these 3 people happy or on your side, you're pretty much going to have a good time here. It can also get tough just on the amount of pickups that you get. There's going to be days you're out here and nothing's on your side. I had that yesterday where there was just a bunch of stuff going on. Leo was dying and I had to get a new battery swapped out to me. Vehicle stopped working all of a sudden where the back wasn't opening. You're going to run into those problems and you really can't do nothing about it, right? As long as you keep these 3 people on your side, you should be fine. And we're going to start off with number 1, your manager. So there are plenty of managers that are going to be bad or not on your side. So hopefully you land a really good one like I did. I think my manager is pretty lenient when it comes to things. He's very tough, but if you do your job and he sees you that you're trying and you're communicating with him, that's all he asks for. And pretty much I don't really have to deal with anything else. Now, there are some managers that won't care what you have to say or anything, but as long as you can get them to understand where you're coming from in your situation, more times than not, you're going to be okay. And at least they respect you on that. There's plenty of times when I first started out here, this route was absolutely awful. I'm not going to lie. I do about 36 to 40 pickups now, and I used to do around 60, like averaging close to 60 pickups a day. And if you don't know how that works, we go off of open and close times. That can get really rough. But after talking with my manager and working the numbers out and working them down, I'm happy to say that I'm doing only 40. I come in at a later time. Sorry, this wind might be catching in. I'm coming at a later time. I just recently got off of being sick with COVID, and I can't be any more happier at the moment. It's pretty easy, and if anything, I want more hours, but I know at the moment there's not much I can do out here on my route. They had me covering other people's route, which kind of got a little bit stressful because I was basically a swing driver in the morning without the swing pay, and I thought, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'd rather just get my check and do my area and do other things on the side that I have going on for me. Number 2 is the dispatcher. So as long as you keep the dispatcher, you're in good terms with your dispatcher, you should be fine. You're gonna have plenty of them that are new and leaving, or that work on certain shifts that you like. There's one in particular that I get along with pretty well, and then the other ones I got a mutual relationship with. But recently there's been this new dispatcher that has been giving me a lot of trouble. I'm not sure why. I think a lot of people have been running into this, not just me. And I hate to be the guy to get upset at like a dispatcher, but because I understand it's a tough job. You got a bunch of drivers that are probably always upset, always angry, and you have to deal with that. That's like, I don't know if I could do that, because most of the times if somebody's calling, it's either 1, they want something, or 2, they're mad about another thing. And for me, this one dispatcher, I'm a pretty nice guy and I'm pretty respectful on things, but I had noticed about a month ago that when I would ask for a stop to be put on me, or I was requesting to clear, if you don't know what request to clear is, it's basically where you're finished with your route and it's like you're calling to let them know, I'm done, am I okay to come back to the station? More times than not, they send you back, and this person would take over 15 minutes to message me back. And I thought it was on my end. I thought someone was on my phone, or I don't know, it could have been anything, right? Turns out he was just kind of behind at the time, and I let it slide. But it's been months it's been months after now, and it's kind of the same thing. And what I've been doing is I'll take a picture of when I sent the message and the time that I have. That way I can just head back to the station and be like, hey, I was sitting here for 15 minutes. Y'all want this stuff at a certain time. I can't wait for dispatch to give me the clear back. And sometimes I don't even answer when I call. I get left on ring. It's like it keeps ringing and ringing and ringing. So I'm just like, all right, well, I'm just going to go back. And that's what my manager said. So I've been doing that. I did it last week, and I get a call mid-freeway by my manager talking about I picked up a drop box early. And they'll call you for picking up a drop box early because they have all the times when you scan and then when you close it. So apparently I had picked up a drop box early. That's what dispatch has said, but I show up an hour later. Like as I'm talking right now, they're open. I can pick them up, but I get my regular stops done first, and then I hit my drop boxes last because it's the most calmest. Drop boxes are super easy. So I get this call, and I'm like, I tell my manager, like, I'm on the freeway. I can't do that right now. And I was waiting for him to give me the clear back. He gave me the clear back first, and then after, he sent me a message. So I was confused because I'm like, okay, why is he giving me the clear back to come back to the station, but then telling me, no, I need to go back? And he gave me the stop. So I called him, and mind you, we've already kind of got into it a little bit over some things because how he was running super late all the time. I would call, so he would get kind of annoyed. I'm like, hey, I got this, I'm waiting here, can I come back or what? So I call him. He's like, yeah, it looks like you showed up at this stop at this time early. And I was like, okay. It shows on my phone that I was here an hour later. What are you talking about? And then he's like, oh, okay, all right, well, I'm gonna need you to go back and check if there's anything there. And I'm like, I already did. Like, that's something I've already done. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not going back. I'm literally 2 minutes away from the station, and I see no point. There was nothing in there anyway. And then he was just like, oh, okay, I'll cancel it out and whatever. I'm like, all right, bye. Like, it's just like, it's been like that. I haven't really paid it no mind, but sometimes it can get a little bit to me. There's a morning dispatcher that I have that kind of gets off around 6 p.m. She's really good. She's always asking if I need help or if I'm doing okay out here. Just updating. I update her just in case I need something, and that's what I like. I like communication, and I don't like when I have to call dispatch and they answer and they sound like a zombie on the phone. So that's number 2. And number 3 is your customers. So for me, it's a little bit different because I have my own route. Most of you guys will have your own route, but if you're somebody that's like a swing driver, it's a little bit more tougher. Keeping your customers happy because you're going to be maybe in that area for a little bit and then you'll be somewhere else. This basically is if you have your own route. If you keep your customers happy, they'll keep you happy pretty much. There's a lot of things out here that could stress me out when it comes to packages or waiting. I know waiting is a big one, but if you let them know, like right then and there, like, hey, I'm your driver, this is kind of what's going on. I know you probably don't care, but I want to let you know. I want to introduce myself and make sure that you know I'm always going to be here. If you need any help, I'm here for you, and I'm here to pick up, I'm here to do my job basically. And they like when you communicate with them. Now some of them don't. I had pretty much every good stop except for one, which was driving me crazy, which I have videos previously. He just quit, by the way. I can update you guys if you'd like. Keeping your customers happy is a big thing. FedEx doesn't recommend that you have their phone number, but I do. I have most of my stops' phone number. They let me know if they don't have anything. That's pretty much it. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I'm trying to keep the uploads at least 2 to 3 times a week, and it's been really busy lately. So if this video has provided any type of knowledge or you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Other than that, you guys have a good one. Stay safe as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.